Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Shannon with Plan with Shannon, or welcome if it's your first time. I'm going to be doing today's pre-plan with me in my Erin Condren Softbound hourly planner. I'm going to be utilizing the January kit from Simply Gilded, which is just this gorgeous alcohol inks kit. These are the washi that have come with the kit. I'm only going to be using these top washi, although they're gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan of the bows and the excess, so we'll put those to the side. I'm going to be using a couple of different scripts, some from Scribble Prints, some from Letters to Apollo, the Simply Gilded guys. These ones I may or may not pull in. They're Cricut Paper Company Star Corners. It just kind of matches a little bit. Some Rose Colored Days options, and then this is the actual monthly kit from the January box. So it's just gorgeous with these alcohol inks. So this is the extras box. I love those. Here are the icons and the dates. Here are the two kits, and you'll see that I did go ahead and lay that across the top. I don't do any editing to these videos, and there was some extreme background noise, so that's where I got, and I'm just restarting it, and we will go ahead and get moving. So the first things that I usually will do is, like you see, put my date covers across the top, work on my bottom, and then do the side bar before I kind of get into my week with planning my meetings. This is a gorgeous Monday start with the beginning of the month, so I know, like, as planners we all love that. It's just nice and clean. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get these date covers down. Maybe they're kind of stuck to the paper. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this later because I don't want to take up your morning, but sometimes when they come in they're a little bit stuck, and it just takes some time to get those off. So I will place that later. You can see the pictures on Instagram when they're completed if you like. So now we'll get into the bottom washi. So I'm going to utilize these two guys for the bottom just to make the more cohesive look to the planner. I hope you all have had a great week, or a week as great as it can possibly be. I know that there's been so much happening in the United States, like with Texas, and it's just so hard, and my heart really goes out to everybody who is just in a place that is having weather that the area is just unprepared for it. I mean, I've lived in the north where, you know, we have significant snow. My goodness, I lived in Canada and we would get, you know, 10 or 12 feet, and it was no problem. Because, you know, everybody was prepared for that. There was nobody that was driving vehicles. It was all, you know, ATVs or gators or whatever you want to call them. But nobody would even have attempted to drive a car, type of thing. And, you know, the grocery stores were set up for the most part for things like that. The people in general were a kinder person, meaning like everybody wasn't going to get 10 loaves of bread and then make it so that nobody else could get any. I just didn't see that ever up there, at least where we lived. It was definitely, the whole town was there for to support and help everybody to succeed. So I'm happy to hear that these other towns are, you know, getting it together, and they are, you know, banding together to make it as safe an experience as it can. I mean, as a nurse, I'm just devastated for the aftermath and to find out what we actually don't know as things clear, because I just always worry for, you know, we know that people are freezing, and that's just scary. So again, I'm just hoping that everybody is, you know, doing the best that they can mentally, physically, to stay safe. And if there's anything, you know, that we can do as a planner community, reach out, sound off in the comments, let us know. We're definitely here to help if we can and when we can. All right, so some of these, they're gorgeous. Once they lay down, they definitely lay down, but sometimes I don't like have to train them to lay down. So all you do have to do is smooth them down, and once the weight of the book is on them, they definitely stay. That's no problem. Okay, so there we go with that. Let's go ahead and see what our sidebar will look like. It always looks a little bit different for me when I use these kits. They're just not, I don't want to say sidebar friendly. They're just different. So let's see what we're doing. Stay inspired. I love that. You are iridescent. I think. Love this life. There's so many fabulous ones. So since there's so many talking ones, if you will, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna do something that's not with a quote, if you will, up here. Again, I just center these on the lines because these lines are thicker than the 1.5 inch. All right, let's see what we've got. Is crooked. Sorry about that. And this nail polish is definitely marking up these sheets. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I try not to use anything too crazy, or I'll use Color Street, which doesn't leave any marks because it's just little coats of nail polish. But I, of course, am so anal. I like my nails to match my kit, and here we are. So that's okay. We're just gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna put little bows in between those guys to tie it all together. Gratitude. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna leave him because there's a similar box over here, so we'll put those on our weekend. Alright, so there's our sidebar. I'll fill in my boxes with what's kind of going on. The next thing I want to do is make sure that I space out the boxes with the writing on them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's actually 5 of these guys, so they'll go you know, every other guy across. I'm just kidding, that would be too many. I'll get them mixed in for us there. Let's see. I'll leave that guy off. All right, and I'm just gonna put these across the bottom just for, because there is a little bit of a flow to the words and what they mean. And then we don't even have to worry about when the meetings are or if they're scattered. Mix it up. I use the Bic whiteout. It doesn't, for me, it matches, blends with the paper well. I have tried the Tombow when I'm planning alone. Like, I really like it nice and quiet, maybe with some music in the background, and I find that clicking to be distracting. I know that some people love it. I am not your girl for ASMR. I do love absolute quiet, so definitely serves a purpose. They were fun to use. They don't skip. They're great. The quality is there. It's just depending on, you know, the day and the mood is where I'm at with if I want to see those. Okay, we have Love This Life, You Are Iridescent, and this other guy, that Light Worker, and Stay Inspired. So we're gonna use these guys. I actually have days off this week. It is something I don't usually have. I'm not going anywhere or doing anything, but when we look at our work calendar, we're finding that we're just not able to get through our days off, like to utilize our PTO. So, because at the end of the year, I think most of the people in healthcare, you know, there's just those blocks at the end of the year where you're just not able to take time off during that time, the blackout periods. So I'm just gonna take a couple of days this week for no reason, just to burn some days, and we will see how that goes, what I can get into. I can already tell you I'll be spending time with my grandmother and my dad. I'm not exactly the most exciting person in the world, so it is pretty easy to figure out what I will be doing on days that I have off. This guy blended right in with the paper. I did not even see him. I am so sorry I'm having such a hard time peeling these stickers. I did peel many of them off early. That's why I didn't put the hearts across the top with the dates on. They just weren't coming off the paper, and I did not want to take that time to do that during the real time. So I'll get those dates up there for anybody who's nervous that they won't be there. They'll be there. Okay, and one more. Where is this guy here? I'm not usually a moon person. I absolutely love anything. Stars, rainbows, and hearts are my go-to for life's decorations. But I definitely, I don't know why, I'm just kind of, I could always put something across the center of that. Maybe we'll use that somewhere else because I do like it. It's just a little bit for that area. So let's see. Okay. The next thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and place my meetings down like I usually do. For the meetings this week, I'm gonna use this dark color. I usually will stick to like a lighter spread, but I really just like the way the dark is incorporated through here. So I'm just finding the edge. Maybe, there it is. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my meetings that I have, the ones that I know about in advance. I will still likely attend the meetings on my days off, unless my boss is watching this, and then I will absolutely not be working during PTO. But there's just so much that goes on, and so many decisions that are made literally in every meeting, that I just, I don't want to miss anything that would change an outcome for one of my colleagues or a patient. So we'll see what happens there. Depends on what the first 3 days of the week go, because I love my job, I love working, so I don't mind actually, working on my days off or checking in on my days off, especially if it's like for a known meeting with a specific end time. Like it's no big deal for me to tell my family, like, hey, I just need to check in at this time, and then I'll be back to my day off. Just for me, it's a little bit more relaxing to do that than to come back to, 400 emails and really have no idea what's going on. So I don't condone bad behavior like that. I think sometimes it's the most realistic. So as for now, I'm gonna leave off all my Thursday, Friday meetings, but just know that it's a little stressful to do that. Okay, let's see. The next thing that I am going to do is put in things that I know is happening, like the payday is happening, and then I always do payday and budget at the same time, and then I will also pay bills if they're needed. So I'm going to use this guy here because it's kind of fun to have payday, and oh, he's the same color. That's okay. Oh wait, just kidding. Thanks for catching that. These guys were going to go on my weekend, but now, because I have 2 days off, I think I'm actually going to use them to mark days off and put something fun in. So I am purposely choosing these to kind of be bookends to each other. I don't know what you guys like, so let me know if you like to know the rationale, if you don't mind the mumbling, if you hate that I get caught up sometimes while I'm doing this, let me know that too. I am working on my days off and this weekend specifically to try to be able to plan for learning a little bit more about how to best use YouTube and the tools that are available for it. So I'm definitely trying to learn. It's just a process. I'm also reaching out for Instagram and learning how to use that, because I am so basic when it comes to these things. I just don't, I don't use them. It's not that I don't see the purpose or think that it's worthwhile, and I just don't, I've never learned how to use the tools, and I use them mostly through my phone, which also, you know, plays to why it's not always as easy to learn these things for me. So there's randomly a vacation script, so I love it. I'm gonna put that in there over that guy. Friday is, here's my little payday guy. He's not straight. There we go. Not sure if that is nail polish or it just came off, but there we go. What else do we have? Anything exciting going on? Let's see. Traveling? No. Happy Mail. I like to do my Happy Mail on Saturdays. I will bring it in throughout the week, but if I want to pick me up, like, oh hey, there's something happening, you know, this is exciting, I'll use it. But otherwise, I really try to just save my Happy Mail for Saturdays and just enjoy them. I think it comes from where I just moved from. We only got mail at the post office, and it didn't correlate with when I was able to actually get there. It was never open when I was able to go. So because of that, I really got into the habit of just really enjoying my Saturdays. And what that means, I'm going to mark this guy here, because this should be the day that I have with my Nana. So we'll do something that she likes, something fun. I know that that's that light guy, but I'm gonna cover that right up with some of these little headers across, and then I'll put something in the dead center. Does that look crooked? I feel like that's crooked. Let me do this later and off camera for you so that I can twist the book without it being obnoxious. I'm gonna now stick one of these guys. I'm gonna go again, since it's heavily themed, with one of these guys, because I'll use the other light colors and the dark colors other times, but these will pretty much be for this area. And let's see. We want to put in our works and our work from homes, work day, days off. Okay. It looks like this guy's got work and work from home. I love my letters to Apollo. I use them religiously every week. I like her flow. I like her ink. I like the way her stickers, the size and everything. So I use her work stickers. I do work in 4 planners, 5 if you count my little pocket cloud. I do love that little planner. It is so cute, but it is not functional for me. I'm having the hardest time actually just using it. So I'm definitely gonna try to make it better, but it's just, I'm kind of blocked with it. I don't have any excuse for why, except for it's a little bit superfluous because I have, again, my other planners, but it's so tiny, and I just, like, I don't know. But it definitely, I love it for the monthly calendar. Like, I have that in there. It's great so that I can know my major appointments, like on the go, or my days off from work on the go. That's nice for me. I like that. But as far as actually utilizing it for like a daily planner, I have it set up for success. Like, I have it set up with weekly and trackers so that it's just like putting little X's in there. Because again, for me, writing in there is just not, it's not practical. It just doesn't, it's not gonna happen. It's just so tiny. But I'm not even doing that. So sometimes I feel like you got to commit to trying something if you're interested in it, and I did, and for 2 weeks it's not working. Now keep in mind, I completely understand that it takes, you know, 21 days to make a habit, but it's not a habit. Like I really just, I don't like it. So so that's why we're gonna work from home on Monday. So that's why I think it's just time to call it, because it's also not very productive to be, you know, using planners that don't work for you and taking time away from life to plan, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna actually work, and if I do take both of these days off, I will actually go to the office for those 2 days just to make sure, you know, everything is good and in place. There's some cute meeting scripts on here, and since I only have a couple, I'm gonna go ahead and just put these, you know, right on top. Where are my little, working on a black table and having black tweezers is not as conducive. These are not my usual planning tweezers, but they serve a purpose and they're still gonna work for what I need them to work for today. So here we are. Again, as you can see, I just don't worry about too much. You know, I do the best I can, I plan the best I can. If I don't have exactly what I need, I'm very happy to replace with other things in the meantime, and not kind of take up time doing things that don't matter. I'm very protective of my time and other people's time, so I try not to ever waste it on, again, things that just don't matter. Oh, I just realized I didn't have a fourth one for that guy up there. That's okay, we're just gonna know that that means planning time. And now I'm looking at some of her icons, I'm seeing what matches up. I know that I'm gonna be with my Nana, like I said, on this day. I'm gonna put those little guys across to make it look happy. I'm going to put this guy here because I will be having, we'll do family dinner here. We usually will do a family dinner on Sundays. It's just kind of nice to be together. And then I also try to make time now, you know, to spend some time with my dad, which we kind of default to Saturdays, so that's always nice too. Let's see what we've got for, these are just some fun guys. Let me see. Here are my star corners, again, from Cricut Paper Co. So because there's other stars throughout, I'm gonna see what this will look like when it's down on the paper. I think it'll be cute. Saturday mornings are always time for the puppies. They absolutely love a very slow wake up. So they are 100% fans of me working from home, and it is not about me, it's about them getting to sleep in and not have to get up in the morning. I really like how that looks, so we're gonna keep that concept going. I just think the least that I can do is give them what fulfills them and makes them happy, because they make me happy every day. So I definitely support their need for sleeping in. I think it's funny, my last dogs wouldn't have slept in ever. Like, they just were not, they didn't enjoy sleeping in. So they were up, we got up at 4:30 and stayed up for the day. These guys, we get up at about 3:30 every morning. They go to the bathroom and we come back, and then we're there for the morning until they are happy to get up. So again, I know that I'm going to use a couple of these, so I'm just going to pull a couple so that they're ready. And we're actually almost done. When I plan with these with a kit versus kind of laying everything out, it goes so much faster because you don't have to think very much about what's happening or what's going where. There's Taco Tuesday. Another thing that has been on my mind lately is I'm super considering going back to school. It's been a hard choice for me. I went to college for 12 years full time. I got, 5 degrees, and I love them, and I don't regret any of them, but I didn't finish where I was supposed to be going. So I have about a year's worth of classes left to complete my doctorate or DNP, and I just really feel like a call to just kind of get that done. So I've just started looking into what would that look like, where would I be going for that. A big thing, I'm sure with everything, but specifically with nursing, is you need to go to a program that is accredited when you start, and it will still be accredited by the time you stop. So it really has to do with reputation, things that they do to make sure that they stay in alignment with the accreditation boards. Things like that make it pretty difficult for choosing your right place, and then of course finishing out, like, what do I want to go, which path do I want to take. So right now I'm looking into informatics and an executive. I already have my master's in leadership and in one in education, and they're very useful and I like them. I just want to, again, just really kind of make sure that I'm where I want to be and at what path I want to take, and then the schools. So if you have any that you love, let me know. If you're in the same boat where you want to go back to school but not really, I love school, but it is 100% a stressor for me. It is not natural for me to get very good grades on my own, and as the slight perfectionist, it really is something that's important to me. So I have to work really hard for my grades. And again, I'm not trying to say it's not worth it. It's just, am I at a place in my life that this is what I want to actually do with my time and energy? So lots to think about, all good things though, so I'm not complaining. So this is pretty much it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of deco here and there up at the top. Actually, I'm gonna just do this because I forgot I have to put the little date dots on the side, so I don't want that to take away from one side or the other. But I really appreciate you spending your time with me, and if I can do anything better, if there's anything that you'd like to see, I'm definitely planning to keep mixing it up, like using a real kit, I don't want to say a real kit, using a comprehensive kit, like a really large kit, like I have been doing for the, like I did last week. I'll show you. I'm sorry. It's words are hard, especially if you're using a sticker and trying to come up with words at the same time. It's obviously not my forte, but again, practice will make perfect. All right, let's see. So this was a request in one of the planner groups that I'm in on Facebook to see what it would actually look like to have a Simply Gilded kit in a softbound planner, softbound vertical planner. And a lot of these questions come because, as we've talked about before, this is not 1.5 inches. So it's intimidating sometimes for you to have the perfect kit. Like, let's go back to here. This kit is stunning, but because it's not perfect, like meaning side to side, a lot of people don't want to use it because they're afraid that it won't look as gorgeous. So being able to see how stunning it looks, again, this one is a little bit more white space. I don't mind that. I love it. So for next week, for this guy right here, my big plan is to show you how I'm going to utilize the Avalon and 9th functional subscription kit. I absolutely love this kit, and I'm happy to show you and excited to show you what it can look like when we utilize the colors. So here we go again. This is it, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Let me know what you're doing fun below, or if we can help you out in any way. Have a good day. Bye.